Alright, now we're back online.
Okay. So, what do we see here?
Well, so far, it looks like the red team is pretty... Red is North America, so North America is pretty contained into their, into a corner right now, which...
Are you ready?
I haven't seen any flag placement. Okay, it's in the corner, so North America's been taking up a rather defensive position right now, putting themselves between the other team and the flag. So I would guess that Europe is going to try and swing in and get some guys behind.
They have to watch out on their well, they only have 2 players standing there. Also, yeah, which is well, it's ChesVal, man. Yep. Yes. Yeah. But already lost it again. Well, 2 against 3. That's not too surprising. Well, but Grizek took out 2 there. Grizek took out 2. But on the other side, 5-6 North American players got the flag and are now moving into their base. And as Europe is set up right now, it doesn't look really good, I must say. Because they don't have any players in between the in between the flag and the base, which no. But already pulling ahead. Yeah. But they're already under pressure. Yes. It's HRJ, yes. He's pretty good at. Well, I only have seen him play on GU League so far. I have never seen him play in a Ducati style match, so I can't say anything about it. But that's a pretty bold statement. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now it looks like that both teams got the flags. Yes, both got the flags and are now moving back to their respecting bases. But well, either team is posed on one side, placed on one side, and I think it looks a little bit better for Europe right now because they in a big block, as you want to do it, all stand together, kill one after another the North American players, and now can move into the flag carrier of North America while the European flag carrier just drives on. Looks really nice. Oh no! Oh no! He got intersected. That was oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah, it looks like they were kind of undecided there. On the one hand, they wanted to go after the enemy's flag, on the other hand, they wanted to defend their flag, and achieving both at the same time didn't really work out for them. And like that, North America is aiming to cap again. But yes, definitely. Yeah, and probably now it's 5 versus 1, 3 versus 1. So I don't see. Nope. Now he has a lot of protection here. Yep. Yeah, very nice. No, not at all. Not at all. Yes, we are. We are on Brad's Euro server right now. Yes, and North America have placed their flag again, all safe and nice, and are already attacking. Kill the flag carrier of Europe, getting the flag once again. Oh. Very nice. Now, yes, definitely. Yeah, she got it. Yeah, also they are kind of forced to do that because North America very intelligently occupy the center and have their tanks spread all over the map, so that only for spawning, only the sides stay there for Europe, which already forces them into a worse position. But they defended their flag here. Myro took the kill and took the flag, and now they're putting it back. Yeah, of course. But from the other side, yeah, reinforcements coming from the other side, and he has that shelter there by the block. But now he has to watch out for his back. No, he got him. No. Yeah. But on the other hand, now the North American players are closing in on that corner. Maybe Oster can escape through the back door when his teammates now give him good cover. Yeah, looks good, and he seems to be escaping there. Interesting. Yes, and yeah. Yeah. So it's only 3-1. Yeah. But now they're pressing really hard on the North American base here, and seem to get in quite well. Still 5 versus 4. 5 versus 2 now. 4 versus 2, no problem. Looks good for them. Yeah, well, I don't think they will just run down the clock. They're in for more here. Such a prestigious match. Yeah. Alright. Also, Also, here in the observer chat, we had a question coming up by King Rabbit Rabbit, who asked, "What happens if someone has to be subbed?" Of course, we have the team captains playing here, and they just decide when who's subbing whom, and then just announce that and do it by personal messages in the game. That's how that works. Yes. Now all the tanks are spread across the map, meeting each other in the center, more or less. Well, some nice fights to be seen here. Just you don't spray. Yeah, that makes it very interesting, but also very, yeah, but it makes it. Yeah, well, for the randomization, of course, you just have more control over your tank, and that was also in the discussion, I think, by the developers, that they wanted to add momentum on the tanks, so that you couldn't stop as abruptly anymore as before. Well, it is going to affect the play, and here comes in the 4th cap, HRJ. Very nicely done. Very nicely covered by the North American team. Just generally very nice teamwork. Don't gotta say anything about that.
The savage.
Yeah, or possibly. And now Brad is alone in the corner again against 2. And picks one up. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And here, some more observers saying they want to get on Twitch. Nice, very nice. I'm happy to see that. Currently, we're at 10 viewers. Thank you for that. Great. But coming back to the momentum, I think it would make dodging a lot more difficult. Because you have to, sorry, the tank does not react to your mouse as, the tank is not reacting to your mouse as before. It's not directly acting after your mouse, so how would you dodge then? It's pretty hard to imagine. Okay. Well, yeah, could be. I don't see Europe capping another time here. It's in the last 5 minutes they didn't have much presence here, and North America picked up the flag once again. I don't see them coming back or attempting to come back in any way, but we'll see what's happening. But for sure, North America is moving in on their own base again. Now this time Europe is pretty decently set up, I have to say. They have 7 tanks in between the flag and the base, and they have a little small opening here where the North American team has to go through, so they possibly can pick them up there. Yeah. Yep. No. And even one. Well, they could maybe stop now. Capturing doesn't have to get as embarrassing as Germany, Brazil, and and well, we see Europe setting their team up again, but getting sniped one by one by North American players who just hoop very well. That you can see that from the overhead perspective so nicely that they just go in groups of 2 or 3, as mentioned already, and like the players who are running alone, the European players.
You know,
Also,
I just noticed that I had my microphone muted, so every time that I was talking, nobody was hearing anything.
we apologize for that.
Oh, no apologies. It's just funny. Well,
so,
the blunders have been realized. I noticed a few comments floating up the chat there at the top saying, I can't hear Razer. Where's Razer? Oh, goodness gracious. All my intelligent commentary. Orbit making a solitary defense right now against 3 players. Oh, he's joined by Aimbot and Jade Spacey. You have to, you know, it's really funny that you just get these spawns behind the American line, and it's really kind of, it has to be depressing for Europe for just to have the spawns not going the way they are, the way they want. So we'll have to see what happens. It's really interesting that North America was able to beat Europe on their home team advantage, just because of lag. Although we did, you know, Brad mentioned before, you don't fight against laggers, so I'm not sure how he deals with the whole team of laggers when they're all at about, you know, 150 or so.
well, the highest lag I can see here right now is Constitution, and he is 153. And
Yeah,
that's
I just saw that as well.
really not too much. That's not too much. And well, good 2/3 of the team of all players are below 100. So I don't think that's a point that really matters here, because they're all pros. They all know how to deal with lag and can pick up each other just as well. But now we
did have a reciprocal. Well, it's kind of a race. Europe's gonna win this race, which is really good. That's that 5-2 I predicted.
Yeah, that's nice. But now it's interesting as well because North America can once again try to get the flag.
Yeah, they'll be able to move out almost like an amoeba and just absorb that flag.
Yeah.
Europe's closing in really fast. I'm really happy to see that this is happening just the way it is. It's a lot more exciting to have this kind of defense. Oh man, look, 3-on-1 there, and it looks like Europe might be able to save their flag and at the same time pick up America's flag. They're moving to try and even this up in the last 4 minutes. This is absolute. If they were able to tie it up, that would be absolutely insane.
This is very impressive right here. I don't think. Well, you don't have any PC here, so probably won't go that fast. But they're on their good way to a 5-3.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you can't
impressive.
pass camp, but you can still base camp, and it looks like Europe is spawning in a way that will help them do that. But they're not spawning in a way that's going to help them get the flag right now. With North America getting the position right in front of the green base, that's going to make Osta capping really, really hard right now. He's got to deal with 3 tanks. Yeah, I was going to say Slime, but he got taken out by 4 tanks. So, yeah, that's going to take down the flag carrier. But Europe should be able to actually close in and recover that flag. They are kind of doing a pincer maneuver here. So, HRJ not standing a very strong chance. Now,
Yeah.
with
And
all
you
this
do have
action
to be
happening,
fast.
has to be fast. Agrun running away.
Agrun,
Oh, looking to play a little bit defensive, actually, putting down the red flag to pick up the green. So this is really, really back and forth. It's really funny that this has only happened in the last 3 minutes. I feel like the first 15 minutes of this game was just like America bludgeoning Europe. It was kind of sad.
Yeah. But now it's a more even game, and that really makes us hope for the next match that it's gonna be a little bit more even, and we see a little bit more head-to-head competition here.
Yeah, with a dual
on the
flag
same
possession
level.
right now. Yeah, with dual flag possession right now by North America, it's looking like it's gonna end up to be like 6-2. That's pretty bad.
Yep.
I just
And
want to say I'm
here
not saying anything, but has anybody else noticed that Europe only gets their head out of their butt when they're in a severe deficit? I mean, not like history shows this or anything, but anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever.
America is saving the
Let's
day.
move on to the game.
No, I'm kidding. Politics aside, I would really like to see Europe pull together and play really cohesively in the second match. It looks like they just didn't really get really good spawns. They didn't have a really good starting position for this match, so it just kind of made it hard from the beginning. It looks like they found a really good spot to hide their flag, but kind of too little too late. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, that looks interesting here.
Ridiculous spot where they hid the flag.
Usually,
I don't
it's
think it would be.
unusual.
I don't even think it would be possible to get it out of there.
Well, you have to shut down the whole defense to get in there. Not just drive in and out. No drive through. No, just shut them all down.
No drive-through, no
But-
quickie mart, no in and out.
No, definitely not. No, and with 1 minute on the clock, probably
This is looking pretty decided.
just gonna stay like this. North American flag on the other side now. They gave up their defending position. They did pretty well the whole match, apart from those 2 caps. And now their defense is doing really well again. And 30 more seconds to go.
Yeah, about 30
Looks like
seconds,
this is
and we're
done.
gonna see GGs flying everywhere like fireworks.
Oh yeah.
So now I do want to say I want to look at, let's see, Orbit. I think the star player of this game is gonna be. My pick is either gonna be Unica or Aimbot. I think those 2 had the most flag caps individually, as well as Aimbot making that crazy save from Europe getting that cap. Now, I mean, it wasn't really. If Europe had gotten that cap, it would have been at most 6-3. So I don't think it was. Yeah, I mean, you always play your hardest, but I don't think it would have mattered that much. But it was still really sick to see. We'll definitely have to put that in the highlight reel.
Yeah. Also, so what do you think? First match done. Describe it with one word. What do you see?
My one word's gonna be bludgeon.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, what about you, man? I mean, that was pretty one-sided.
Yeah, it was definitely one-sided. I think I'm gonna go with Cruel because that ball North America managed to form and then just run on the flag and have the center of the map occupied over a pretty long time, 10-15 minutes. No European player could come through the center of the map.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive.
So, I'm gonna
And
zoom in here
also-
on this flag position. Just ridiculous.
Oh.
That's a really great spot. I'm really sad that they only found that spot at the beginning, or at the end. Had they found that earlier, I think Europe would have done a lot better, because it would have been 3 times as hard for North America to even, sneak off a flag like they did. So.
Yeah.
So it looks like they might be doing the next match here.
No, it's going to be on Alejo's server in 7 minutes
Okay, yeah.
approximately. So now we're moving over to North America.
Yeah,
the team
I'm gonna head
captains
over there.
motivate their teams again, get all set up, and then we're ready for round 2.
Yes, indeed. Now let's look at the map so far. There's a pretty good possibility that they are going to veto this map, and it looks like Slime just said that they're going to veto it. So. Now, the corners of this map are just brutal. The map that we're looking at right now just had some ridiculous hiding spots, and we would be looking at a game that would just be just a no-score match. So they just passed a super kill. So let's look at what we got now. Well, they got blocks in the corner, so it looks like they're gonna send another super kill. Blocks in the corner, putting pretty hard defense, and a lot of blocks kind of along the sides of the map. To me, that says flag run, almost like a corridor.
Mm-hmm. If you have some people covering on those little openings in between the boxes, you can pretty much shut out the other team from there. And
Yeah.
as long as you don't get backstabbed, you can run through there. Totally possible. Let's see what the captains say about this map.
I think they're most likely going to veto it. That's what I would have to guess here. So, what are your predictions for the next match? That last one ended up being 6-2.
Yeah.
Now, let's do it the right way. And what do you think this match is going to be? What's your score prediction? Europe, North America. Let's hear it.
I want to see a third match, and I'm pretty positive that is going to happen. We saw Europe build up some momentum in the end of the first match. If they improve that, they even have to improve, in my opinion, to be able to beat North America. If they improve on that, it's possible that we see a 5-4 for Europe. And well, if they manage to set up their defense a little bit more closed, so that they can just shield their flag, that's totally possible. Because I think that was one of the problems. They didn't have too many defenders there, and the ones that were there didn't find the right placements for their tanks. So they kind of got overrun all the time. They couldn't really be attackers in lots of these occurrences.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Pretty much, Europe just didn't have a really strong defense, and you know, 1 or 2, 3 American players were able to slip in, grab the flag, and at least get it far enough that the major North American blob, as I might start calling it, was able to just come back and absorb that flag, and from there, I mean, almost every time they were able to just run the flag with the blob in front of the front of the flag carrier. So the defensive the available places to put the flag here are pretty closed off. So I'm thinking of a lot smaller scoring game. I mean, if they use this map, I would say, or I would like to see, you know, a third match is always more exciting, and I would guess that the score would be, I mean, honestly, my honest prediction was probably going to be closer to like 3-2 to North America. Only, and I mean, not that I'm not trying to be biased here, but I mean, just based on that last match, if they even start off remotely the same way, it's going to be North America coming out on top, with North America having the home team advantage, depending on whether or not they like to play with lag, or if you like to have other people have the lag. Personally, I don't mind being a lagged player. Like, I don't mind being the guy that has the lag, because it makes it harder for them to hit me, and I can adjust to hitting other people. I just shoot ahead of them. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't like playing against laggers or being the lagger either. I think when you are the lagger, I don't lag very often. For me, it always seems that I can't really grasp the lag. When others lag, I have learned by now how to behave by that,
right?
And how to counter that. Then that's no problem. But being the lagger, a little bit more complicated for me. Well, for players from South America or Asia or well, Australia, I think that's the usual thing, and they know how to play with that.
Yeah. I don't really like dealing with any lag over 200. I think at that point, most games that I play, it becomes almost unplayable. It's playable, but it's just super annoying. When I was in Bahrain, I had to play on the Europe server for World of Tanks, and I had to deal with pretty bad lag. Like, it was like 120, like, at the best.
But in BZ it was okay, right?
No, it was pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh,
but
well.
I mean, I noticed less in BZ than I noticed with World of Tanks. So. Okay.
Alright, well, it's not as complex, I guess. But now you're back in the US, and you have a stable internet connection.
I do, with only a little bit packet loss.
And it's awesome that we can stream from your computer right now.
Yeah, well, I think I got a new computer, and I heard you got a new computer. We can talk about those. I recently got a new Origin PC, and I'm pretty satisfied with it.
I believe so. They possibly just put together the best pieces they could find. Boxed it in a PC.
Wow. Okay.
Reinstalled everything for you. And
yeah, I see how it is. I built computers before.
All right. Well, but
it looks like we might be taking a short break before the next match, so I think we got at least 5 minutes remaining. So,
yep.
I think we're gonna take a short break, and we'll get back to the stream soon as
the match starts.
Yeah, as soon as the match starts, which is about it's about 100 seconds. So I'm gonna let it count down.
Perfect timing. And here we go. But as before, they were already a little bit scattered across the map and got pretty much picked up. But now, yeah. BC flag. Yeah, right, sorry. But yeah, and so they're now in a good position to defend their flag from the green base, and managed to do so. Pick the flag carrier off, and now the train goes in the other direction. Both flags in North American possession. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Now it's 2 versus 5 here. Supplies are coming in for Europe, for tanks. Yeah. Well, it also depends on how you position your team. North America is doing pretty well in that. So, yeah, and now Europe is building a wall against them. But this wall is going to be, well,
My mic is muted
attacked
again.
from both sides, from the front and the back, and they managed to get their flag back. But
Yeah.
now they have the pressure in their back.
Yeah. Well, my mic is muted again, so that's 2 blunders so far. Shame on once. What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So I gotta pick up the ball there. Speaking of balls, Crazy String Girl making a good recovery for her team, with the North American blob kind of being in the northern, well, I guess southern if you want to call red south, for this part of the map.
Actually, north is on the left when you look towards the green base. You can see it on your radar.
I do see it on my radar. I'm looking at it,
Right.
and I'm...
Alright. But now, let's not concern with this. We see Team Europe coming in with a flag and being stopped.
Yet again,
But
the North America strategy is almost send out 2 guys and maintain the blob.
Yeah,
That seems to be
and
working really, really well for them right now.
that worked out perfectly.
Insanely well. So, as the way that the blob is moving, I wish I had my whiteboard up. You can really see that how the blob is moving from like a northwest down towards the corner right now. So they're just slowly pushing Europe out of that area. It's pretty interesting to see how North America is able to engineer this game. It looks like they're starting to spawn behind Europe now, though. So it's going to be hard for them to maintain a defense with Europe being able to close in on their flags, as well as dragging those flags toward their base.
And here,
I don't even
North
understand
America
how this
just
is...
shut out a massive amount of European players, claiming that corner for them,
Yeah,
building up their wall, and just running the flags behind this wall. That looks so nice.
I don't even understand how this is happening. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think it's because North America is making their one-on-one engagements more often, which is making it a lot easier for them to maintain positions or even recover from having to deal with new positions. So,
Yep. But this match, the scores are way more even than in the previous match.
yeah, at least after 5 minutes, it looks like Europe's
right.
playing a lot more cohesively, which is good to see.
Yep.
And Myro gonna
And they stopped.
try and make off of the flag here, but
yeah.
he's not gonna make it. Trying to thrust himself inside that North American blob.
Ooh,
Not
no
gonna
way.
bode well. That is not a very friendly amoeba.
No way getting around that. And now they're closing in on their base. Ooh, he gets picked off. Actually,
Europe managing to
biting
hang on
it.
to here for at least a few more minutes here, a few more seconds.
Well, if it were not for that team kill, they had capped already, and now they do.
Yeah, so North America gonna pick up the first one again. Pretty astounding series of stuff here. Gonna jump into
Yeah.
the cockpit of Kaio, I think you call him.
Yep.
Let's see what things are like for him on the ground. You could just see bullets flying everywhere, and honestly, it's pretty miraculous how any of the players are able to maintain situational awareness for just what's happening. It's highly impressive. Now the red flag is just all lonely over here in the corner.
Well, they have set up their wall a little bit towards the green base, so still no green player can get past it. So no problem. But now from the north of the map, 4 green players or European players close in, and I think they really could have a chance here because it's 4 versus 3.
They could. The way
Or
that they're spread
3
right
versus
now,
1 now.
they should be able to close it on the
Looks
flag,
good.
pick it up, and start running it down that left side corridor. That south side corridor. We have compasses.
Yeah.
We can be intelligent.
All right.
So now with them closing
Very nice.
in on that corner, it looks like the spawns are going to be opposite. So that gives North America their flag. So we're going to see opposing flag grabs. Now with Europe having picked up the flag first, they have a time advantage in terms of running it. but depending on how the North American players can stall him or even kill him, it's going to take them longer to get the flag than it is going to take North America to run their flag. Because of the way that North America's positioned, with the flag carrier being amongst inside the North American amoeba blob, it's going to be a lot easier to run the flag. Now, it looks like Europe's starting to form
their... This one is now destroyed.
Oh no, Europe's maintaining their own blob, but it seems that their players are much more content to go off by themselves, which is okay. Europe has a lot of really strong players, but in terms of at least the team aspect, it's going to be a lot harder for them to run the flag when they're not traveling together as one cohesive unit, which they are doing right now, really impressively. It looks like Ost is going to actually make the tie up the score 1-1 with about a 1/3 of the game gone, and the score being tied. What was my prediction? I said the game was going to be 3-2 North America, and right now it's 1-1,
right.
So it could definitely start going in that direction. And you said 5-4 for Europe. I don't know if we're going to see a game that is high as scoring, just because of the way the flag positions are, with as many blocks there are on the sides of the map. Well, I should say the top and the bottom. I don't think there's going to be as many flag caps. It's just much easier to defend with that many ricochets. I think with the way that the bullets travel, you should be able to get 2 ricochets off of any of the blocks that are along the edge. So off the wall and then off a block, or off a block and then the wall, which makes it a lot easier to get like lucky hits off of a side ricochet. So we're gonna have both flags at opposite sides of the map, northwest and southeast.
Yep. And now we have to see how both teams can position themselves and how they claim the places on the map. Right now, Europe seems to have a decent defense, and but not going anything on the attacking. While North America is more or less spread across the map, and but seems to get that they managed to get 3 players here towards the European flag. Not too bad. On the other side of the map, well, there's no way for the European tanks to get in. Looks like North America have closed that off pretty well.
Yeah, small North American blob moving into the southeast part of the map. Europe is kind of playing this more of a line style, like a battle line almost. Whereas, as I mentioned, North America they just go around with a blob. And because of their blob style, they're actually getting much better spawns. And I think that's what's making it a lot easier for North America. Every time that Europe does make themselves into a blob, as they are now, they do better, but they don't seem intent on maintaining that sort of style. It's just, I think, largely the individual players and the way that they prefer to play in more of a line, which is good, and it's good for group engagements, but it's not as good for individual engagements, which is really what's hurting Europe right now. Yeah, HRJ making a pretty miraculous defending himself in the corner there. He had to face down like 3 or 4 European tanks before he was able to actually escape.
Yeah, he managed to do that quite well, but picked off here. And on the other side of the map, the American players managed to get their flag back even before the cap that just came in here. And well, pretty strong impression here again. And they go in the lead 2-1 once again. Now we see them moving in on the European players, trying to defend their flag, trying to place it, first of all, which they now manage to do. But they are already, after the cap, pretty fast forced into this defensive position. And
yeah.
With the North American players hiding intelligently behind the blocks, coming in here, look pretty well. Pretty good, but
with the way that they're spread out right now, they'll be able to pick off any stray spawns that Europe makes, as Europe is actually maintaining a blob style right now. Now, North America is going to close in a little bit more of a line as the European blob makes its way towards their cap. Yes, Europe is starting to become the blob, although they split off into 2 blobs. Less blobs. Now, with Europe spawning on the western side of the map, it's going to make it easier for a grab, but North America is pretty well spread out and have managed to expand their amoeba to most of the map. Now, they've been maintaining that for the last minute and a half or so, and it's made it really easy because they all spawn inside their own circle. Like, if you were to connect the outside of North American tanks, they basically just form this amoeba, and they spawn inside that amoeba, and it makes it really easy to reinforce their own positions.
Yeah, and what they did here is great. Picking off the flag on the one side and defending their own flag on the other side. That is what they achieved here, and really looked great because they formed two teams out of that one and hunted down the attackers of Euro and
those stray spawns.
The defenders at the same time, and now they got this third cap going here.
Yeah. Stray bullet catches him, but with so many allies nearby, it's really not hard to pick up those extra caps. So
here we go. 3-1. Well, one more cap, then game over, and then your bet comes true.
Yeah, that would be pretty impressive.
But still 15 minutes to go. We'll see. We'll see.
Now Kalor making a good flag placement here. That is a really nice corner to put the flag, but it seems like this open corner has just fed North America much better.
Yep. And now they're kind of loosely placing their flag, not even directly in the corner, but
they don't even care.
Kind of drive through behind the pyramid. Maybe they... I don't know what they're thinking by placing it there, but looks like they want to get the attacking tank trapped behind this pyramid and then try to kill him off. But we will see how that works out when Europe attacks again. For now, looks like North America is attacking, but as there are 3 players defending, probably it's gonna be shut down.
Yeah, that's a good play by Europe. It was a good attempt by North America, but a very good play by Europe and a good stop. Things being pretty static right now. A lot of individual battles going on. Europe actually taking their individual engagements a little bit better, and you can see that on the scoreboard. It's becoming a little bit mixed up, but it's still really, really immensely heavily favored in America. Just with Slime, Orbit, Aimbot, and the other top 3 players making all their individual engagements much more often, it's making really easy for North America to just plow on through to the green flag as they have done, and just reinforce right off the spawn. Another still valiant defense by the 3 Europeans maintaining that corner position. I'm not sure how much longer they'll be able to maintain that against streaming reinforcements from North America coming from the south side of the map. Although they do make the flag grab with their main force. Europe keeping their splinter and keeping, a smaller kind of splinter force to go get the flag. Well, their main force was sent to go to the flag. They had a splinter on defense, which eventually fell with the sustained reinforcements from North America.
That doesn't matter at all, because now Europe can come in as a team. Now they can form behind the North American line and come in. But no, they were not patient enough to let the reinforcements come back with them, and just got sniped off individually, one by one. Maybe they could have waited, hide it behind the blocks, and then gone as one. I think that could have,
honestly, I don't blame them for being as antsy as they are. Even going so far as to team kill each other. I'm not sure if they're going for glory here or what the story is. Maybe just unlucky, but It looks like Europe's
I don't
actually
think-
gonna make a second cap here, and they do have plenty of time remaining. Ooh,
no!
Orbit making
Big
a
up
split-second stop.
Myro
Absolutely
almost had it.
crazy. With the
Almost.
North American blob now parked on green base, I don't see Europe making a cap anytime soon, at least in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, now they have to reform, and they definitely have to stop North America from running their flag
Yeah.
to their own base. Because, as it looks now,
The flag's almost halfway there. Now with their with the really
they shut
aggressive
down
push
the
by
whole
Europe.
North American team. That looked
Really
nice.
aggressive.
We had that blob again. That blob.
You need to have the
And-
blob. The blob
yeah,
works.
man. Yeah, man. Great.
So
And with
really
Europe
huge
went
push
well
by
there.
Europe right there, and it looks like Europe might just tie this up. The way the spawns are working. Oh my God, the spawn is so biased for North America right now.
Oh.
Yeah, like a good 8 bullets just came in there, and looks like they're
That
spawning on the other side. Look at the
That was
spawns.
insane. That was just insane.
I think
all
Europe
the-
was really trying to go for kind of like the base camp there, and they didn't send enough of their players to go help that cap. They thought they had it in the bag, and the spawning gods said no. It happened.
Yeah.
North America spawned, and they spawned on each other, and they came back and were able to make that stop. Now Europe set up really nicely to continue pushing to get that flag cap, but I think that they're almost a few too many players trying to go for the kind of base campy style. They're trying to maintain like almost like a tunnel from the green base to the red base to make that tie game cap happen more quickly, which I don't think is a really great strategy that they should be doing right now, because North America has been
they should-
so strongly cohesive.
Yeah. Just focus on one cap after another, and then later, after you have one cap, go for the next one. Because if you don't even have one cap, bother then about the next one.
Yeah.
They're behind now, and they have to make small steps to come further. But as it looks right now, America is gonna pick off probably next cap.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see.
Ooh.
It's
A lot of good-
pretty even down there at the base.
A
right
lot
now,
of good fighting going on right now for Europe.
Yes.
Really.
Be-
I don't know if
really
they're
nice
getting
ricochets.
lucky. Yeah, luck. Whether it's luck or pure skill that they pulled out of nowhere, it's really good to see that this is happening. And hopefully, if they stay this cohesive, they'll be able to take their flag back as well as the red flag, which they have picked up. North America closing in kind of from all sides right now. Wow. A lot of European players disappeared really fast there. And
Wow,
this
is
just
back and forth.
yeah, well, it's really just one direction, and that direction is North America, unfortunately.
With small stops in between, we'd say.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
Well-
yeah, North America just going to kind of put the flag wherever they want in the corner and going to continue their onslaught. Every time that Europe gets the flag, they just, I'm not exactly sure what's happening. They're making a really good defense right now, but I feel like it's a little too late. Every time they pick up the flag, they kind of fall to pieces really fast.
Yeah, but it's the same the other way around. Oh, we've seen that twice. Europe comes, defends. North America tries to attack, gets defended. Well, both sides at the moment right now. But now, well,
It's-
2 Euro players with 2 flags, but too
They're
many.
being closed in.
tanks
There's too
around
many. There's too many red tanks there, and with the blob
Yeah.
being on the northeast, there's no way that they're gonna travel in that direction. Now, if Brad were able to
still-
go in a southeast direction, that would probably be the safest route for him to go right now with his flag.
But he's
'Cause he's
taking the engagement and going through.
Yeah, he is doing well. I don't expect it to last long though. With the spawns going the way that they are for North America and the way
Yeah.
that they maintain their blob, he's trying to push through the heart of their formation. And taking on a group like that is hard, but he seems to be managing it. Osta and Brad being able to push through.
It's Brad after all.
Brad sucks. It's the greatest running joke, and right as I say that, he gets taken out there. So that was really impressive. Honestly, it was an impressive push by Brad as an individual player, but I think Europe is just playing too individually here. Just overall, they're focused very, very heavily on individual moves and individual players, and I think it's hurting them.
I totally agree with you, and as you said before, that, as you pointed out, that one way they had on the western side of the map, he just could have gone through there and possibly made it, but that way he just went right to all of the American players, and now Europe has to somehow get themselves between the flag and the red base, but with one tank on the base,
it's not boding well.
No, they don't have enough.
Oh! That was a split-second save, but another split-second save.
Impossible.
That was wow. They shut out with the flag less than a few millimeters. I mean, Europe could end up capping themselves if they're not careful.
Yes, but now they. Oh my God! They must not die here.
They must not. But the spearhead of North America is closing.
Yep, their tank count is going down rapidly now, and well, still.
It's sad to see, but I think we're gonna end up with a 4-1 here. We're gonna end up with a 4-1 situation. This is outstanding defense by far, probably the best I've seen. Look at that. Was that? She was able to capture it. She was able to capture it, but
yeah,
it's still dying in the process. Like it was very impressive, but they needed to be playing on these levels, 20 minutes ago, in order to actually make up this deficit. With only 3 minutes remaining, it looks like at most I would say a 4-on-2. But with the way North America's playing, they would be able to be just running down the clock at least until the match is over. And I don't think that Europe's going to make another.
Defend their flag. Now Hookah is gonna lay it down, while on the other hand there's a 2-on-2 situation on the other side, where the players are maybe getting to the flag, but no, Orbit shuts it down. Well, and now they have the 2-on-1 and can easily defend.
Yeah, this has been mostly one-sided. Really impressively one-sided for North America. Europe definitely had some really huge moments, but on the whole, this game has been pretty one-sided. Both of these last two games have been pretty one-sided, and it looks like North America is going to pretty cleanly make out with this match. So. Yep. Europe advancing very aggressively, although team killing each other on the way. Advancing really aggressively to defend their flag. And actually, they are in a good position to recover it right now, but they're not in a good position at all to maintain an offense. And that's just not what they need right now.
Yep, but well, first you have to care about your own flag and then go for the opponent's flag, because as we have seen in the matches many times already, whenever they manage to get a successful offense, then the North American team just was on their defense side and picked up the flag, ran towards their own base, shut that offense down, while at the same time getting their flag, and that's how it's effectively done. And well, that's what Europe should have done as well, or should be doing, caring about their own flag, which is now in a peculiar situation again.
They are
Iberia just
now.
in mid of
Really
that,
sneaky move
fall.
here. Leviathan was able to make off with that flag, with that red flag, and he's off by himself. He's off by himself.
Oh, yeah, he's all alone on the other side of the map.
With-
and the
if-
European tanks can reclaim their own flag. Now
If they
have
can-
a 2-on-4 situation.
If they can just stall, if they could just stall North America from capping right now, they may be able to cap it themselves.
Oh, here he died. And on the other side here, easy cap.
Morpheus
Oh.
didn't die. Oh, okay, he went NR. I don't know if that was just on my screen. I'm definitely
Looks
gonna have
okay
to go
for
get
me.
something. Yeah? Definitely gonna have to
Okay
go
for
get
me,
something to eat after this, man. Ugh, I wish
Yeah,
we could just go out for
definitely.
lunch after this.
And we have 10 seconds left.
Osta!
It's a 5-1.
Yeah.
There's not going to happen anything in the remaining time. GG to everyone who played. Very nicely played. And North America, very, very convincing here. Showing us what they can do. And just poning Europe. Just wiping them away.
GG!
5-1. Yeah! And that's it.
That's about it for ChesVal.
ChesVal Cup, yes. ChesVal Summer 2014.
Wow.
Thanks for listening to our commentary here.
Yeah, thanks for